Hello everyone, it's so nice to have you here. This is not a coincidence that you're here. I'm going to be getting into a collective reading. Let's dive deep into it and let's find out what's the message right now. This may or may not resonate 100%, and while I shuffle the cards and I do all of the stuff that's required, please mark yourself present and do share your location, because I really feel good when I see names from different parts of the world. It shows me that, hey, we are probably scattered in different parts of the world, but we are doing the same thing. Isn't it amazing? So what's the first card? Okay, so that's reversed 8 of Pentacles. And let's see, what do we have from auto reading? Despite being different, you're true to yourself and your values. You don't feel the need to conform to fit in. Okay. You don't want to fit in right now. That's nice to know. You believe in equality. You're in the face. You're a blunt person. You can be blunt. Okay. You're trying to work on money. You don't have to be overworked. So money is something that's popping out the most right now, and it's very interesting because even before I started the collective reading, this was kind of the message that there are some people out there who need help on money, or they need help on maybe occupation, profession today. Well, I'm here to help you guys. And in case you want a personal reading session, a tarot reading, intuitive reading, energy reading, like scanning your energy, what's it that we need to work on, maybe you have some questions, you can connect with me and book yourself a personal session. Kindly do not share anything in advance with me, because I do intuitive reading. So it's better if we just come like a blank slate first and then we get into it. Okay, so the other card is Queen of Swords, and let's pick out one more. Oops. Oh no, why all of them fell out? Okay, now they're all gonna be mixed up, some reversed, some straight, and I have no idea which one is which. Okay, so let's just see what happens. What's happening? Oh my god. My hands are not so slippery. Tarot, what's up, baby? So we have 3 of Wands. Interesting. So what I am picking on right now is that some of you are really confused about money, or some of you are really confused about work. And the third category is, I think this is coming from the twin flames, that some of the twin flames are actually thinking, what are we doing in this journey? Like, what's happening? Because you're looking at your physical reality and you're not able to see. That's why I'm saying not able to see anything in front of you. So you're feeling like, I don't have anything right now. I got nothing. So what am I really sacrificing for? What am I working for? What am I doing with my life? Am I waiting for an invisible person to turn up? Am I waiting for apology? What am I really waiting for? So we need to first of all shift the energy of this collective right away. So let's just find out the advice card before I move into reading these cards that I've already picked out. Okay, great. The advice is Hermit, and you need to give yourself some time to get a deeper understanding of yourself so that you can remove from the daily grind. Some of you are, I think, stuck in some kind of, either it's the same feeling that you feel when you wake up in the morning. So what you actually need to do is you need to shift your mood in the morning itself, and I'll probably just write it down. Morning routine to shift energy. If I can give you something today as a takeaway, I will. probably also do some live sessions with you guys where I can at least give you some yes or no answers. If you want live sessions, please comment. Please tell me that you want some live sessions, because I've not done some in a long time. Reason being, I felt that the attendance was very low and I was not seeing that many people turning up, so I didn't do it. But yeah, if you guys are up for it, let me know. So what I see is that either you are a little bit tired of isolation. Some of you could already be in hermit stage, so you must be saying right now that, hey, I'm already in hermit stage, so what type of hermitage is this? Or some of you could be in a relationship or could be in some dynamic that you don't want to be in and you feel lonely and you feel withdrawn. So the actual hermit is not lonely, withdrawn, or is not isolated. The actual hermit loves to be alone. That's the hermit energy, and hermit has a lot of inner guidance, and hermit loves to do soul searching. Like, hermits are those people who enjoy their time alone. Like, you don't have to tell them. In fact, if a person has a nature of being a hermit or the hermit energy has kicked in, then max to max they can spend time with other people 3 to 4 hours. Then they need to go back, and as soon as they're back in their space, they feel very relaxed, they feel very calm. And sometimes what happens is that the hermits should actually go out and meet other people. They should spend time with some people. I mean, be careful of their time. There are people who can literally make them sit for the whole day and not do anything, and that can bring in guilt. Maybe the wrong people bring in guilt, but hermits should step out a bit so that they can make comparisons. So in case you have not stepped out anywhere at all, then maybe to just change your energy or just to make you feel a bit different, you can go out for a walk, look at some people, or you can just maybe go and meet your family members, or you can meet some cousins you haven't met for a while. You can, call up, make some calls, contact some people. This is for those who are feeling a bit bored, because as soon as you'll go and meet them and you'll hang out with them, you will realize that you're so much happy. You'll enjoy your time even more. You'll value your time even more. The sun sign I'm being shown, the earth signs are being shown to me here, and I'm being shown I have a purple sketch pen, and this is also purple energy that I'm being shown. This is coming from the crown chakra. So you need to actually also stop overthinking. Now, some of you will say, how do I stop overthinking? Like, it's not in my control. You have to be really aware. You have to catch yourself like a detective, especially in those moments when you are feeling low. As soon as you start feeling like you have to do this, maybe put up on sticky note somewhere, but as soon as you realize that your mind is telling you that your life is not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not going to do well, or there is some fear of the future, false evidence appearing real, you sense anything that's a downer, how they say a downer, or anything that's giving you BT, which is bad trip, that thought is the one that you need to either reverse at that very moment, or you need to write it down. Write it down like one line on a piece of paper, and then write down the opposite of it. For example, your mind is telling you that you're not going to get your salary on time, because money is also being shown to me. So your mind is telling you you may not get your salary on time, or you may not get the paycheck on time, because some things have happened in the past and you're scared. And you are feeling like your heart is gonna sink because you probably need to pay some people, and that's giving you some fears. You need to take a deep breath, because you've caught your mind giving you a story. Everything is actually a story. We are all caught in some stories. You need to tell your mind that, what if the opposite happens? What if I do get my paycheck on time? Then what? Then what are we going to do with that money? So you got to ask the questions. What are you going to do? You ask yourself, what am I going to do if I get my paycheck on time? Automatically your mind is going to take you to that place. Okay, you're paying money to all the people that you need to pay money to. They're all happy and satisfied. They trust you a lot. And they're glad that, even though maybe in past you were late, because there has to be some fear or something else. Maybe you had to buy something, you've been wanting to buy something, but you're short of money, so you're waiting for money, you're waiting for that thing to come to you, and your mind is telling you, no, you can't do that. And you're getting negative and all worked up. So you need to write it down, and you need to write down the opposite of it. And you need to tell yourself that, hey, I can do this, or this will happen. This can happen. Okay, maybe your mind is telling you this cannot happen, but the wiser voice in your head is telling you the opposite of it. So even if we take 50-50 chance, even if we say, okay, 50% maybe my mind is right, 50% this could also be right, we just need to hold on to that 50%. And under those 50%, like for example, you say, okay, I'm gonna buy this as soon as I get the money. You just imagine that you've already bought it, and this is not anything to do with manifestation. This, I'm telling you, will shift your energy, because your mind is putting you into negative assumptions, okay? Negative futuristic assumptions. Your mind is constantly telling you, giving you some fears that, hey, this cannot happen. And it is also showing you some pictures, some images. There has to be some image attached with it. Maybe you're disappointed. Somebody is involved in this. That person is disappointed with you, and you're just seeing their disappointed face. Another thing that can help you is, after you've written all of this down, now you know, okay, this can happen. This is a possibility. Why not? It's a 50-50 possibility. We can always give it, the positive thoughts also benefit. So with that 50%, you imagine, okay, I can do it. It will happen. Even at this point, your energy will already feel shifted. You will feel much relaxed. Then you need to just sit down in your mind, and you need to imagine. You just need to do this as an exercise. You need to imagine that all of the things that you wanted, all the things you were worried about, they have been sorted out, and there is a beautiful solution to it. And you just have to sit with that imagination. And at that point in time, no matter what happens, do not get distracted from it. Just stick with it, okay? If you're not able to stick with it, then take a paper and take a pen, write it down. Because sometimes when we are imagining, we might just get a bit persuaded to think something else. So you write it down. Okay, I have received my paycheck, and this is what I'm doing with my money. And you write it down. Or, my twin flame has contacted me. In case it's a contact issue, or it's an apology issue, or whatever the issue is, you just write down, my twin flame has apologized to me, and how am I feeling right now. So you write it down. Today my twin flame called me up, and this is not about stupid imagination. I am just telling you how to counter the same thought that is making you feel sad. Because in any case, whatever you are thinking about is also not real in that moment. It's not happening in reality. You're just thinking about it. So down, yeah, my twin flame has contacted me, and they have apologized to me, and they told me everything is okay, or they learned some lessons when we were away. And I'm feeling very happy, excited, and grateful. And it's amazing that this is happening. And thank you, God, or whatever. If there's anything else you want to do, like, yeah, we go out for a walk, we go to a park, or we go to a restaurant to eat food, or we just do a video call, we talk to each other on video, and it feels amazing to talk to them again, or we both forgive each other. Like, for example, it's nothing to do with meeting or apologizing. It's just that you had a fight with someone, and after that fight there is only negativity in your mind. So you just want to write it down that, yeah, I said something to my twin flame, or to whosoever, a friend, blah blah blah, parents, siblings, and we have sorted it out, or we have a feeling of forgiveness, and then write it down. Best to write in pointers. You can write 5 points, 10 points, or if you want, you can write in paragraphs. Now this will instantly uplift your energy. And you can also check out my EFT videos, which are really cool. EFT is so amazing, emotional freedom technique. Personally, I do this in therapies, and a lot of people's energies shift. The thing is, when you do it with a person who has years of practicing into EFT, I mean, I've put like more than 15 years already. I've been doing EFT since a long time. So now I know like very small details of it, and I mix it with psychology, I mix it with energy reading. So if somebody is going through a problem that they cannot crack, we create a script, a customized script there and then, which I know will work, help them mentally move out from that energy, and then they can do other things. There are 100 other things people can do once they have removed the blockage. So you can look at my channel and you can see wherever there are EFT videos, there's I think a separate playlist for it. Most of the times people have very basic feelings. You can look through which one is it. Like, are you feeling unworthy? Do you have some physical pain? Or are you emotional right now? You want to heal your masculine energy or feminine energy, so on and so forth. So now let's jump into the tarot cards. The first card that I picked was the reversed Eight of Pentacles. Is telling us that you are basically not focusing on the right place, because this card is all about focus. You see how focused this character is over here, just into what they love, just into what they want to do, not looking here and there. In your case, maybe you're not focused on what you want to achieve, and you're not putting the work that is required, the work that is needed to achieve your goals. And maybe you are spending time on a lot of things, you're distracting yourself. Sometimes we also try to distract ourselves because we are very scared of our future. We have a lot of rejection based feelings. It's like becoming the avoidant personality. This too I had written it down. Very sensitive to criticism, very sensitive to rejection, and some kind of inadequacy. So you are already imagining. I think this exercise is going to really help you, whosoever resonates with it. You're actually imagining that you have already failed. You're not going to get it. You're not going to achieve it. You need to get out of it, and you need to tell yourself that, all right, whatever it is, whether I fail or not, that's okay, but I need to put my effort into it. Maybe you come across a person, you meet someone who already has done big things. So you've just started, or maybe you're just putting your work into something new, and they tell you, like, you know what, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And you look at their goals and you look at their achievements and you feel very compared. Or you meet someone who has a huge competitive streak and they bog you down. Or maybe it's just you thinking about your past traumas, thinking about all the past rejections, and you're just, the moon energy is all over the place. The moon energy needs to be uplifted. So sun and moon. Sun is still looking okay over here. You are still independent. You are still like Queen of Swords energy is telling me that you are emotional, but you're independent, and you are clear in communication. The only thing is, the communication could be, the self-talk could be negative. So the negative self-talk has to go, and then the confidence will come back. Because you see, this card, it's actually a card of, if you look at the colors, there's a lot of yellow in it. I mean, not this one, but this is all yellow. These colors are all yellow. This person is sitting on yellow with this very strong red, and confidence is the key over here. Emotions, confidence. So when you get into this type of negative thinking, fear of rejection, failure, that means your confidence is not there. So when you basically come back to your confidence, then you will not care about the result. You'll not bother about the future. You don't want your mind to tell you, basically, or anyone else to tell you. Maybe it's not your own mind, maybe somebody else's mind who's very attached to you, who's very close to you. Like parents sometimes are very, very scared for their children. I'm not saying they want the child to be negative, but they're very scared of the child's future. Or somebody, sibling, maybe your partner, you're in a relationship and they tell you, like, what are you doing? It may not be good, because they cannot see from your eyes. They cannot see what you feel. They cannot be you, right? The second card was Queen of Swords. I'm being told that whosoever is here, maybe a woman will help you. Maybe women also can help you. More women can help you, but they're gonna be more mature than you. It can be elder to you. Maturity can also be a thing. Like, it could be possible that this person is not elder to you, but they're very mature, and they can step into this situation, they can protect you, or they can solve a problem, they can help you out. So this is a lady who has a lot of core power, core strength, lots of wisdom, and this lady can help you out, and that would be really nice. Or else, when this is not the case, women can be like, people have narcissistic mothers, they talk about it, and they have a lot of gossiping. And I don't like to use the word bitchy because I love animals and I love dogs, so I don't like to use it like an abuse, but they use the word bitchy, someone is bitchy, they say. But I think the right word is gossiping people. They come and they gossip and they suck out all the life force energy from others, and they just waste so much energy. There's no on the face communication. I mean, a lot of people, they speak very nicely, but they're so sweet to everyone on their faces, but as soon as those people leave, they are like talking badly about them. But you're not like that. You're the same. You are the same. When you're with the person, then you're saying the same things to them. So if you're speaking about them behind their back, it's probably the same things that you've said to them on their face. So while having conversation, you don't feel that guilt. But when you are with a person who is trying to influence you negatively, or who's very gossipy by nature, then they can make you very negative. So just be careful about this one point. Hope there is no such person around you who is trying to drag you down, bring you down, talking about other people, talking about you maybe, or being overtly critical, extreme criticism. Already you are feeling very sensitive to criticism. I think one more idea can really help you over here. One more tip I can give you is, whatever you feel triggered with, any type of criticism that you feel is triggering you, I think you should write that down as well. Today is the day of writing stuff down. So you write down what is the problem, like what type of criticism is bothering you right now, what part of it, what statements, what words, or even in your imagination, what is that criticism that is troubling you. Just write it down, because sometimes we also need to be desensitized. We need to be insensitive towards criticism and critics if we want to continue what we love. Like, we have to put our foot down and we have to say, no, I'm not gonna listen to you, I'm not gonna get deviated, I'm not gonna get distracted. I love what I do, I believe in myself, and I'm going to find a solution. So when you put your foot down and when you're extremely strong in your approach, then this type of criticism cannot hold you back, because I'll tell you, people will always criticize you, even if you do good things. I also get a lot of criticism. So what? We cannot stop. Okay, and the third one is 3 of Wands. This is also a beautiful card because it can really help you. Though it comes from the solar plexus, but I also sense heart chakra energy here, because this is gonna bring you more opportunities. And I think the other 2 cards are also trying to prepare you to bring in these opportunities, or the energy of opportunities in your life. So to take advantage of this type of card, or this type of energy that the card is putting on the table, you must remain committed to your path. It is so amazing. We have a reversed pentacle card and we have this upright wands. So if this becomes this, they are actually pretty much the same. Just the people are doing different things, but you see the body language is very similar. The focus is there, the wider vision is there. Here maybe the person doesn't have a wider vision, but here this person has a wider vision also. You need to just continue. You need to go beyond your comfort zone. It's time to think big. Okay, you need to think about your progress. Okay, if you are feeling like for twin flames that you've not achieved anything, and what has all of this led to, if you don't see much in the physical, it's like you need to look at your progress. You need to think about all the times that you were in the past, where you were in the past and where you are now. You have to make like a map of your progression. And Uh, a friend of mine from Pakistan had actually sent me some voice notes the other day. So this is where I can share it, because she's also in the twin flame journey and she has also spent a long time in this journey, but she has achieved a lot. So she was kind of sad and she was probably talking to God and asking Spirit for advice. And Spirit gave her a very beautiful answer that she sent to me on a voice note, and I'm gonna share it with you all. She said that we are like a car, okay? We are like the car, and the car has not been driven for a long time. Maybe the car was there, and it's a good, fancy, really nice car, okay? There's nothing wrong with the car. It's absolutely amazing car. So your car is basically symbolic to the vehicle you are, the body, the vessel. And now this is in a great shape, but the only problem is that it's not starting. It's not able to start. The engine is not starting. So to give it the start, the first start, it needs only one start, and then the battery will be fully charged and you're good to go after that. So for that first initial charge, you need that twin flame connection, the spark. You meet that person, things happen, and you realize your potentials, because a lot of people actually are in duality when they start figuring things out, and then comes the recognition, the temporary awakening. But once the temporary awakening starts, once you have recognized that energy that you actually truly want, because first you see it externally, you see it in a person, first. But once the person is gone, then you can sit down and think that, what am I really looking for? I want to feel loved. I want to feel lovable. I want to feel achieved. Like, I've seen a lot of girls. I spoke to some girls in the sessions and they told me, you know what? I don't want anyone. Now I just want to make money. Now I just want to do my career stuff. Now I want to be this, be that. Now I want to be an achiever. I want to fix myself. I don't care about anybody now. How that happens? Because the spark has been ignited. So that reigniting of the spark happens that way. And this is what she was told by Spirit, the answers she received. So yeah, moving towards your goal, believing in your goal is very important. And I think when I picked up the card from the auto reading box, I picked up Devi Lakshmi. Devi Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth and abundance. And of course, she is here to tell all of you that you can be abundant. You have to just believe that you're abundant. You have to be grateful for what you have. You need to just clear away all of the cloud, the fog. And a person like you who believes in equality, a person like you who has so much to share with the world, the beautiful gifts God has given you, you can do so much for this planet. You probably have your mission, you have your passions, you have beautiful hobbies, you're talented, you're gifted. I'm also being shown that some of you people could have multiple passions, and maybe that is confusing you a lot, because you like to do a lot of things. You are a person who is multidimensional. A lot of star seeds, twin flames, and light workers, you are multidimensional since childhood. Since you were very young, you were good at many things. So mostly in the world around us, it's very linear. You do this, you get this job, you make money, you get married, you have kids, blah blah blah. But you're not like that. You could have lots of interest and lots of talents, multiple talents and multiple gifts and multiple interests, and you get bored doing one thing, so you need to do something for an hour, and you need to do something else for an hour. Like, you like to make some artwork, in the same day you want to grow some veggies, and the same day you want to make some music or listen to music or dance, or you like to feed animals. You like to, animals are always in my head, so I keep talking about animals and growing veggies, and then painting and singing and helping others. And then you're also good entrepreneurs. You love to make money also, because all of the money and the resources you put into good things like your inner work and helping others around. This is the most noblest way of living life. Actually, my master says the correct way to live your life is to do hard work, is to love what you do. Always remember God every moment. Whatever you're doing, just give it to God, surrender to God. Just say, it's all yours. I can sing, it's all yours. I can dance, it's all yours. I can make money, it's all yours, and then put all of that money into noble causes, into good causes. And I'll tell you guys, when I had my Kundalini rising, I had a very difficult time for a while. I could not do anything. I had to quit all my jobs. I just sat at home, or I would just go away for retreats, just meditate, just be alone. And surprisingly, I was magically making money in those days. Whenever I wanted anything, especially inner work oriented, I would get it. And if I was not getting anything from anywhere, I was completely bankrupt. I would like to use that word. I mean, nothing in my bank. I would never feel poor or broke. That's the thing. And if I would think in my head that I want a new phone, like I have no money and I want a new phone because I want to start making content or whatever, I want a gold chain, actually it would magically come to me. Like somebody would either gift it to me, or somebody who had to give me money in the past would come up to me, or I would just think of something. It was just insane how things happened during that time. But then that gave me a lot of confidence. However, if 6 months I was doing whatever I wanted, 6 months I would be total hermit. So from my own experience, I'm sharing this with you also, that you can also believe. In case you're stuck somewhere, you can believe. I have been in such a bad place that I could not even buy a second hand broken cycle. I'm not kidding about it. Because it was not that I could not make money, it was just that I did not want to do it. All of my motivation, all of my desire, everything was just gone, And I don't even know if it was a dark night of the soul phase, because I was happy in that sense. I was very happy, not doing anything, not living the rat race life, not being a part of the rut. And I remember one of my, ex-boss met me during those days, and he was telling me that I'm very happy with the way you're living because you have so much peace. I have like so many crores. He'd made a lot of money, this guy, and he told me like, I have so much money with me, but I don't have this peace of mind that you have. And he said that it would be best if you don't fall into the trap of the rut. Everybody's just stuck in the rut. And he said that I was also stuck in the rut and I still cannot get out of it. So if you can get out of it, it's great. And I remember when suddenly there was some stuff that I was always doing with animals. It was actually animals only who got me out of that zone, because I was like, you know what, I need to get this for this one, I need to get this for this one, I need to get more food, because they were just increasing. They were always increasing, or I had to do more rescues. So I just could not sit like that, and I was like, I need to do something for these voiceless beings. So voiceless beings have actually helped me. So when we do something for someone else, we are actually doing for God only, because these are all God's creations. The God energy is in the beings. And I also know some people who are doing similar things. Like I know people who are cleaning rivers. I know people who are feeding little kids. I know people who are taking care of elderly people or handicapped animals. So I realized that we all have some mission, and whenever you're stuck in your journey, you need to think about, first of all, how lucky you are that you got everything, and secondly, what's your mission. So it's the mission. Even if I took 1 year break, I actually took 1 year break only, but that 1 year break was a proper break. 1.5 years, I think. Yeah, and in that 1 year also my father passed away, so it was like the crazy time, and then suddenly my pets died. 2 of my pets died one by one, and they were really close to me and my family. And then I had already I was rescuing and feeding animals, but one fine day I found a litter, and there were 7 pups in that litter, and that's it. It became a full-time thing, full-time duty, visiting them 20 times in a day. I was always scared for them. I had to make boundary for them. I have to make sure the food is there. And then the mother got injured. The mother bitch got injured very badly. So now she has to feed like 7 puppies, and she's got like 2 big cuts on her stomach. So those situations God sent me in, and I would say that all of these challenges, they are gonna help you grow. It's for character development, it's for personality development, and it's also to have more faith. The takeaway is that it gets solved. Everything happens. It's a nature's process. And it's not that when I started doing things for animals or spending time with animals, things were not happening. They were happening even at that time. Like one of my really the cutest, most adorable, most loving dog, she just was hit by a car, and I was in grief for so many days. And I had a squirrel. The squirrel passed away. The squirrel was really close to me. The squirrel was literally like a human being. We could talk. We could actually talk to each other. If I would tell the squirrel, give me a kiss, the squirrel would give me a kiss, and things like that. So some of my animals died, and there were some other problems which I don't want to talk about right now. I don't want to change the vibe. So the vibe is, you don't have to change things externally. You have to fix it all in the mind within. And I'm not saying it. This is the card I picked, okay? Maybe from a distance you can see it. This is just to show you. You don't have to change things externally. Like, nothing has to be changed physically. It's all happening here. So when I give you this exercise, or when you listen to this collective reading, trust me, you just have to do these exercises. You maybe need to do some tapping. You can pick the videos from my channel, because this is, all of the channel's work is for star seeds, twin flames, and light workers. I know some of you really want someone in your life to love you, but some of you actually don't. You just want to be happy, and you just want to ascend, and both of the things are okay. Everything is okay. Everything is fair and just. Everything, exists on this planet. You guys, you can also get my book, In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate. It's a book that came from spiritual interventions, divine interventions, supernatural interventions. Yes, some very magical ones. Okay, so it's a great book, because it's also working on the concept of biomimetic mimicry, which says that you read something or you listen to something and it can change your vibe, or it can give you something that's really profound and beautiful. So I will see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram. Victory to Ram.